What's up, YouTube? It is Jeff Toffner right here on the Glorious Podcast. And let me just say, thank God for Periscope, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be reviewing this fight. My cheap ass wasn't going to pay $100 to watch that last night, so Periscope saved me. And I thought that they would, shut Periscope down or something, because they, apparently they were going to be all over this one. They weren't going to let, no illegal streams, nothing. And there were just streams all over Periscope. Some went down. I did have to switch in the beginning, but I found one where I was able to watch from the third round until the 10th and final round of the fight, which it worked out fine. So thank God I did that. I saved myself $100, and I got to watch the fight. So it worked out good. But anyway, this is my review of the Mayweather-McGregor fight last night, the most talked about fight in history, I think. And it was surprisingly good. I can't believe it. I thought it would be just a disappointment, and it actually turned out to be a good fight. It went 10 rounds. It almost went the distance. It was very close to going the distance. So, it was long. It wasn't no, quick knockout, someone wins. And it was good. It was like a back and forth fight, too. It wasn't just Floyd took full control or Conor took full control. It was a good back and forth fight until the end. And then Floyd Money Mayweather gets the win, knockout in the 10th round. He didn't physically knock out McGregor. He wasn't, knocked out cold or anything. But, it's going to be scored as a knockout. So, Floyd gets the win in the 10th. He is now 50-0. I'm guessing he'll retire, but you never know. They did say in an interview after it, if, the money's there, he'll probably come back again sometime down the road. But he's 50-0. He's clearly proven that he's one of the best all time. But Conor McGregor, he proved a lot last night. For it being his first ever boxing match, he was exceptionally good. I couldn't believe how good he was for his first ever match. He said it in his interview after the fight. He said it. The only reason he didn't, last longer or maybe go the distance, he couldn't stand the time. It was just too much. He's not used to that, being in there for that whole amount of time. It's just too much. And, Floyd's been doing it for a long time now, so he knows how to do it. So, if McGregor continues a career in boxing, which I don't know if he will or not, but I don't think so. But, he'd probably get used to that. But it being his first fight, it just, that's simply why he lost. But he was good in the beginning, though, McGregor. He was so good that I legit thought he maybe had 3 out of the first 4 rounds were in his favor. He was really coming out hot, but that was my worry. He was going to really come out, and Floyd was just going to, wait around and then just tire Conor out, and that's exactly what happened. Floyd didn't, nothing. It doesn't matter what happened in the beginning. Floyd was just, waiting around. He was letting Conor, tire himself out, and then he was going to end up just, taking it to him at the end, and that's exactly what happened last night. It started off, like I said, for the first 4 rounds, Conor was definitely in front. It was very surprising. I was shocked. I was like, wow, he's actually got control of this right now. But I'm like, this could be just typical Floyd right here. This could be strategy. And that's exactly what happened. The 5th round, things got a bit heated. That's when it kind of started to get, some shots got hit. People were starting to get hit then. It got real heated. And then even after that round, Floyd took a jab at Conor after it. So they were starting to get heated. The crowd was going into it. Floyd, it was after the 5th. It's really after the 5th is when Conor you started to notice he was tired and he was out of it, kind of. He still got a couple good punches in there and stuff, but Floyd started to take full control kind of in the 6th round. I definitely had Floyd win in the 6th and the 7th round. Conor was done by the end of the 7th. I thought it was over. I thought it was coming. I just could feel that. I was like, Floyd's going to end up knocking him out. Conor, he could just tell. He was he could barely throw the punches anymore. 8th round came. I thought the 8th round was kind of closer. Conor kind of got back in it, surprisingly, in my opinion, but I'll give it to Floyd. So I thought Floyd was just starting to take full control of this fight by here. The 9th round, another good start. Things were really getting close. I couldn't believe we made it 9 rounds. That was the surprising part. I was like, wow, somehow Conor McGregor has made it 9 rounds with Floyd Mayweather. Another thing to talk about here is, if you think the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fight from a few years ago was better than the McGregor Mayweather fight we watched last night. You're crazy, because this was so much better. That fight was just defense, and it was boring, and I don't know. At least this one, yeah, I mean, it started to pick up some, there was punches coming in. It was back and forth. You know what I mean? It was so much better. To think a guy who had never had a boxing match in Conor McGregor did better against Floyd Mayweather than one of, best boxers of all time in Manny Pacquiao is crazy to think, but I definitely think McGregor was much more successful against Mayweather than Pacquiao was. So that being said, though, I mean, this one ended up in the 10th round, and then Floyd Conor was done by then. They just, Conor could barely stand. He ended up just pretty much calling it off himself by the end of it. I mean, he couldn't even, withstand it anymore. So Floyd gets the win. I thought it was pretty good, though. I thought it was, it wasn't worth $100. Thank God I didn't pay $100. So it just wasn't worth $100. I thought what they should have did in the first place is, for people who wanted to just watch the Floyd and McGregor fight, they should have just charged a certain amount for that, and then they should have had, if you want to watch the entire pay-per-view, you watch this. But then again, there's only a select few out there who actually wanted to watch maybe the entire card, all the undercard and everything. And, but the majority of people, at least 75% or more, probably more than that, were just there for Mayweather-McGregor last night. So, the fight was good. Floyd gets the win. Can we just talk about how good Mauro Ranallo was on commentary? I mean, it was so cool hearing Mauro Ranallo call this fight. One of the biggest fights ever. I hear him usually on WWE shows and stuff. To hear him call one of the biggest fights ever last night was pretty damn cool. So that was good. He was great on commentary. Yeah, that's basically it, though. I mean, I couldn't believe how good McGregor was for it being his first fight. I really expected, I wanted McGregor to win, but I just thought there's no way he's gonna win, or at least withstand, longer than he did. I thought maybe at best he gets 5 rounds, maybe 6. That's as far as I was gonna go, but he went 10 rounds with Floyd Money Mayweather, 50-0 Floyd Mayweather. Crazy, just crazy, better than I expected. So that's it, though, guys. That was just my quick review of the biggest fight ever, some say. Let me know what you thought of the fight last night in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe, go follow me over on Twitter. The link is in the description, as always, and there's other links to my other social media accounts. There's there's the Glorious Podcast Twitter, there's my personal Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So go follow me on everything, like me over on Facebook, wherever. All the links will be listed in the description below. And so that's basically it. Overall, pretty good fight. Let me know what you thought below, and I'll see you sometime soon.